Welcome to my channel. I'm Ray Luna. For today's reading, we're looking into what you can expect for December. I'm sorry my voice is a little stuffy. I'm kind of sick right now. But for group number 1, we have the pile with the silver bow. For group number 2, we have a blue bow. And for group number 3, we have a red bow. So take your time and pause the video if needed. And once you have chosen, head to the description and click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. And as always, thank you for your support, and I hope you guys enjoy this reading. Welcome to your reading group number 1. With your cards here, we have adaptability. Embrace the transformative power of change, for it is through your ability to adapt and evolve that you can connect with the divine flow of the universe. Goddess, open your spirit to receive divine guidance from celestial realms. In doing so, you invite otherworldly wisdom to illuminate your path, guiding you towards your truest purpose. Aphrodite, as we awaken to the divinity within ourselves and others, we realize that unconditional love and appreciation for the beauty in all things is the key to spiritual growth. So what I see here for your December group number 1 is I feel like you guys have to approach things with an open mind, with adaptability. So in December, there could be many small changes that you will be experiencing that you're going to have to kind of go with the flow with. So instead of resisting changes, try to approach things with an open mind and see where each small change will take you. So if something doesn't go your way initially, try not to react emotionally to it, or if you do, try to be open-minded that it could be something that will work out good anyway, or this change in direction with many different things. Like I said, there are a series of small changes. It's not just one thing. Try to view this as something where it's meant to be that way. Like, just go with the flow. Do not resist in December, because I feel like this adaptability, this open-mindedness is going to help you later on, or the way you're going to be open to things is going to reduce your stress, which is going to make the month of December easy for you. I also see here as well with Goddess and Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the love goddess, so I also feel like you guys are going to be feeling a lot of love for yourself and others. So I feel like you're going to be giving people a lot of love and support, but you're also going to be receiving a lot of love and support from other people. I also feel here as well that you could be experiencing some type of physical glow up in December, like taking care of your appearance, maybe attracting more interest in you romantically, because with Aphrodite, the goddess of love appearing, it's like you're going to be taking on more traits of her, so people are going to be more interested in you, they're going to be more attracted to you. But I also think this is possible too, that in the month of December, you're going to be doing more self-care or taking care of yourself more. I sense a lot of de-stressing activities, so maybe for you guys, even if you're someone who doesn't usually do like self-care as in like skincare, doing things with fashion, clothes, hair, makeup, even if you don't usually do that, I feel like in December you guys are going to be focusing on those areas more. And if you usually do that already, there's something here where everything's just going to be more on point, or it's going to make you feel more calm than usual. And something about this is attracting more positive energies towards you, because it's like all the effort you're putting into yourself will be reflected outwards. And this isn't just your physical appearance, it's also affecting your mental well-being. So if you're taking good care of yourself, like you think your skin looks good, you think your hair looks good, you feel like the clothing you're wearing is representing you, I kind of feel that improves your mental well-being. It makes you feel safer, it makes you feel more comfortable. So you're able to express yourself more confidently or more easily. So this is making you feel more mentally comfortable too as well in December. So I'm going to put down some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. Okay, with these cards here, we have the Four of Swords, the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So instantly here with the Four of Swords, definitely you're going to be having some time for rest in December. I definitely pick up a lot of calm energy. So I feel like you guys are just going to be closing out the year, like trying to wrap things up before you're going to have a new start, like in January in 2024. Like you're trying to get things ready for the next year, but you're taking a very calm and cool approach to things. Like you're looking at everything that has happened to you this year in December, and you're just kind of appreciating all your progress. You're appreciating how you made it this far, and you're really kind of taking a cool and calm approach to reflecting on everything you have done and kind of taking it easy in December and maybe trying to tie up a couple of loose ends. That's mostly what I'm picking up for you guys, but also with the Lovers and the Ace of Cups here, if you're already in a relationship, I feel like you're going to have a lot of time like at home or spending a lot of time with the person you're in a relationship with. Like you guys are going to have a lot of moments where you're just enjoying each other, or you have time to like celebrate the holidays in December as well. I'm picking up like if you guys celebrate Christmas, or of course I just mentioned the new year coming up too. There's something here about that that's going to be significant with your partner. Like maybe you have to see family or friends in relation to your partner, of course. There's something like that that will be significant. So like if you have holiday gatherings in December, I feel like they're going to go well. You're going to be feeling loved and supported. And like I said, there's a strong energy of having not a lot of stress, like things working out, feeling comfortable, and just feeling the energy of like love, peace from other people. And also you're giving yourself that energy. I also want to say here as well, if you are someone who is single, I actually feel like December could be a good time for you guys to find a partner, because with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers, these are two cards together indicating someone offering you or asking you to be in a relationship, or someone wants to go on a date with you. So I feel like you could have someone ask you out in December, especially if you're out and about, maybe doing some holiday shopping, or you're just out and about enjoying December, right? The last month of the year. You could bump into someone, or you could draw attention to yourself because of all that self-care you're doing, the positive energy you're radiating. It could just attract people towards you. I definitely picked that up. And with the Four of Pentacles here, this is a card talking about safety and security, feeling comfortable. So this is kind of just adding on to what I just said, but I really feel like this month you're really just wrapping things up and enjoying whatever's coming your way, which is honestly really nice for the last month of the year. There's nothing too crazy here that I'm picking up. So I'm going to put down my last couple of cards and get final messages for your December. Okay, with these cards here, we have financial and material changes, patience, material and spiritual prosperity. So with the first card here, this card can kind of indicate a decrease in money. So if you are celebrating any holidays in December, like Christmas, New Year's, maybe you're spending some money, or you're spending a lot of money on gifts for people, but I feel like this is something you're willingly doing, or it's something you're going to enjoy. It's not negative, but I also can see this too as like you're willingly doing something to decrease your money. So not only I think of like gift giving or traveling to see family, I also think of this as like you guys taking maybe some time off. So if you take time off, obviously you might make less money, but this is a choice you're making. You're doing something where you're going to do less work, but you're choosing to have less work, or you're choosing to invest your time in other areas. So you might make less money, but it doesn't mean you're poor or doing bad financially. This is just saying like you're doing a lot of things to enjoy prosperity in a different way, because we have material and spiritual prosperity. So you're going to have more spiritual prosperity and more of a community type of prosperity, like spending time with your friends, family, enjoying your own time, taking care of yourself. But it's not saying here that the material stuff is going to be horrible. It's just taking a pause. You're going to be fine with that, but you're doing more with other areas. And I feel like this is your choice, because when this financial and material changes card appears, I feel like it always appears when someone's willingly making a choice to put their time in another area. So I feel like you guys are definitely going to be doing that in December, and with patience. I feel like you guys are really taking your time in December. I don't know, maybe like you're shocked by how fast the year went by. So you're really trying to appreciate this last month and make the best of it. But it doesn't feel like you're in a rush, even though you're wrapping things up, or you might have a little bit more to do. I really feel like you're approaching things in a calm, peaceful, and open-minded way. And this is really going to make your December like nice, peaceful, smooth. And I feel like you guys are going to enjoy it. Like, it's not overly crazy, filled with like uplifting emotions, but it's not sad or depressing. Like, I feel like this is a month that's very content you're going to feel, and things just kind of like ebb and flow, and everything just kind of works out and you're happy with it. So that was your reading, group number 1. I hope you guys liked it. Sorry for my voice. I'm a little bit sick, so it was kind of hard for me to film this, and my voice probably doesn't sound the best. But if you did like it, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet, hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 2. With your cards here, we have refinement. It is only in the recognition and acceptance of opposing energies that we can attain true balance and unity within ourselves and our environment. Alchemy. The sacred art of alchemy lays in your ability to transmute your atmosphere into a supportive, nurturing environment. Potential. Dreams are a sacred message from the universe. They are the seeds of your highest potential. So what I see for your December is I feel like you guys could be dealing with an environment that's not supportive, or it's just not good for you. So this could be a job, school, work environment that you don't like. This could be your home, the people who are around you. There's something that is kind of giving you opposing energy to what you want to do. Or there's some type of energy here that's like blocking you in December from fully being able to take the time to work on your goals, what you want to achieve, because of this environment. It's like if a flower was planted in soil that had nutrients and it was being watered every day, that flower is likely going to grow and have no problems. But if you take a flower and you're trying to grow it in a soil that's dead, it's not healthy, you're not watering it, it's not getting sunlight, what you want to do is having a hard time flourishing because you're in an environment that's making it difficult to grow. So what this is saying is, if you can't leave this environment in the meantime, you have to try to be like an alchemist and find ways that you can still try to work towards what you want. So maybe you live in an environment where it's very noisy, but you have to record videos, right? This is something I experience with YouTube. So you have to try to find a way to still record around those noises. Maybe sometimes you're going to record and it will still be noisy, right? There's something here where you have to still make progress, even though it's not an ideal situation. It doesn't mean it's going to be like that forever, but there's something here where you have to push through to try at least to get started or push yourself further along than where you're at. I also see here that if you guys have a certain goal in mind, as I'm saying all this, with potential here, this is saying that you might have this dream, this goal, this ambition for a reason. So don't give up on it. You just might have to adjust things, or you might have to wait till a time later on, like past this December, to make a lot more progress with it. But that doesn't mean it's never going to happen or it's something to give up on. It just might take time to get where you need to. And unfortunately, sometimes we have environments that we're in that don't help us and make things very difficult for us, even though we have big dreams or big plans. So this is saying don't give up, refine and adjust your situation the best you can. Be an alchemist. Try to do what you can with what you have. And hopefully and eventually this will change. You'll have a better environment where you're going to be able to flourish more. And if this is something you can change more so, like, let's say you have a home life, but you don't have money to leave it, right? That's something you can't initially change, but you can try to work and save money so you can do that eventually. But let's say if it's a job, obviously it might take time to get another job or leave a bad work environment, but this is saying like look for ways you can try to push for that change to happen eventually, even if you can't have it now. So I'm going to put down some tarot cards and see what else is going to come through. Okay, with these cards here, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, I definitely feel like in December, you guys have to be generous to yourself. You have to give yourself time to achieve things. You can't expect it overnight. And with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like there is a chance for you in December to make connections with other people, maybe new connections, or reconnecting with people that can maybe help you out or provide you some support in some way. I also can see here too, with the Emperor, that you could be slowly taking more control of situations in your life or your environment in December. So as I said, as it's like, it's not fully there, the supportive environment or a good environment to be in yet. But I feel like you're slowly but surely building something up, or you're slowly and surely saving money. With the Ten of Pentacles as well, like trying to build something for yourself, trying to create something for yourself. But there is some type of block. So as you're experiencing this is saying be generous to yourself. Try to look at the ways, even if they're small, on how you do have control of your situation. There's certain things you're not going to be able to change immediately, but what can you control? So you can control your reaction to things. You can control how you're planning with your current situation. So there's something here you have to keep putting effort in, because it's only going to help you. And you just have to kind of look past your current situation, because I keep picking up something with your environment, or like something you're in's not right for you. So maybe this could be talking about, like I said, home or job. If you are having difficulty with your job, this is saying network with the Three of Pentacles. There is someone who might have a connection or an open opportunity for you that can make you more money, or is a better environment for you in relation to work. I also feel here as well with the Ten of Pentacles, with the Emperor here, if this is a home situation, this is also saying like you're kind of being the person in your family to pioneer or build something different than other people. This is also especially important if you're dealing with a family or home situation that's not supportive. This is saying to continue to take control of your situation, because you're going to be like the Emperor at the end of it, the one who's in control, the one who's in charge. But you have to slowly and surely build this. You have to be generous to yourself and give yourself time. Don't think you're behind because you're not doing everything all at once. Or if you're working on something as well, whatever this is, it's going to be different for each and every one of you. But if you have to do something and it's not perfect at first, go ahead and get started on it, because if you wait till you're in the perfect environment, the perfect time, sometimes you'll never get that. You'll never get there in the first place. It's like with me, for instance, if I waited till everything was always quiet all the time, or I waited to have everything set up a certain way to start filming videos, I would never start, right? You have to start somewhere, so even if it's not perfect, keep trying and pushing through. So I'm going to put down my last 3 cards and get a final message for you. With these cards here, we have emotional loss, crown chakra, and solitude. So in December, if you are feeling sad because of your current situation or things going on, just try to understand that you can take action in another way. So let's say if you need to move from your environment and you can't do that because of financial limitations or whatever, this is saying try to take action in another way. So you might not be able to physically move, right? But you can plan mentally or think of things so that when a time opens up so you can do that, you're already a little bit more prepared. And with crown chakra here, this is like trying to tune in to your higher self, trying to tune in to what future you might have done to overcome this, to be in a better place. It doesn't mean you have to do everything all at once, like I said, but this is saying like trying to take action in other ways if you can't physically move or change your environment right now. That way you're more prepared and you feel like you're not wasting your time or not doing anything, like you're doing at least something, so it alleviates some of that stress for you. And I also think in December, with emotional loss and solitude relates to the Hermit card. So that's talking about like wisdom, self-reflection. That's something that can help you as well. But I also think here with emotional loss and, the Hermit energy, this is saying like taking time in December to get over things or grieve the loss of things that are still bothering you, and trying to connect to your higher self as well with that grieving process for whatever things are bothering you, your current situation, or even past hurts. Because if you do this towards the end of the year in December, it's going to allow you to start the new year, January, with a fresh slate, and it's going to make you feel like you're leaving it behind in the past and you're able to go into your future or whatever you want to do next in a bit of a better headspace, and, clearing out old emotional pains or your current emotional pains. A lot of people just push things down, repress it, but that actually makes it so it will be bottled up and likely come out later on at a time that's not convenient. So if you have time to process your emotions and grieve over things that are bothering you, still do that in December and try to connect with your higher self once again. And don't think of this as like, nothing's going to get better. This is just part of your process to achieve what you want. And think of ways you can still make progress even if you can't act immediately. So that was your reading, group number 2. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry for my voice. It kind of sounds not the best because I'm sick right now. But if you did like this reading, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet, hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 3. With your cards here, we have empowerment. As a divine being imbued with the spark of the universe, you hold sacred authority to shape your life and manifest your deepest desires into reality. Expansion. You are blessed. You expand and transcend through multiple realities, guided by the divine forces that govern your path. Resilience. Remember that each obstacle is an opportunity for growth and learning. The light of the divine shines brightest in the face of adversity. So what I'm seeing here in December is I feel like you guys are going to be overcoming some obstacles you have been dealing with or certain things that have been bothering you. So let's say if you have like certain delays or issues of making progress, I feel like that's going to break up a little bit in December. So you're going to start seeing a little bit more forward movement, a little bit more rewards for your efforts that you're putting in. I also feel like with empowerment, you're going to be feeling a little bit more empowered. You're going to be feeling a little bit more happy. You're going to be feeling like you have the ability to actually make change in your life. So as I said, like what you're working on personally, you're going to start seeing a little bit more movement with it, which is going to make you feel more happy, more inspired to take action because you actually see something starting to move a little bit. So you're like, okay, finally, like something's actually happening here. Encouraging you to make more moves and put in more work, more effort to push things forward. I also see here as well with expansion, I feel like you're going to have the ability in December as well to do more. You might be taking on more tasks, or you might be taking the time to like expand what you want to do. Like you're taking time to look at what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, and you're going to be like self-exploring, like what you don't like. There's something here where I feel like you're going to maybe have more time for your hobbies, your passions. I also see too, with expansion, maybe you have a couple of breakthroughs, like mental breakthroughs, like you have clarity on situations that are occurring in December. Like you're going to have the ability to like quickly think of things or quickly come up with solutions to issues that are bothering you. And maybe that's why things are starting to move a little bit quicker, because you could be solving some of the issues yourself with these breakthroughs or your own efforts. I do think though in December, because the resilience card is here, you're someone who can overcome obstacles, and you will, but I do think you're probably getting tired of having obstacles or challenges. This is just a reminder that whatever you went through in the previous months, now that it's coming towards the end of the year, try to reflect on how you have grown and what you have overcome and what you will continue to overcome in December, and use that to your advantage. Don't think of it as like, oh, like I failed this didn't work out, or it took me so long to get to this point that I'm finally at. Don't think of it that way. Just think about all your achievements and all that you have done that make you resilient, that make you someone who can constantly overcome things. Try not to think about those challenges or whatever you went through this year. Try to reflect on it and think of it more positively, not as like you constantly having battles. Think of it as you having the achievement of constantly pushing through, succeeding no matter what, and moving into this next year that's approaching even stronger. So I'm going to put down a couple of tarot cards and see what else wants to come through. Okay, with these cards here, we have Death, Strength, Knight of Wands, and the Chariot. So with Death and Strength here, and the previous card, Resilience, I feel like maybe this year overall could have been challenging or difficult for you guys. So I feel like with these two cards here, this is saying like a change away from being strong. Not that you have to not fight for yourself, but this is saying like in December, trying to understand how you were resilient, how you did overcome things, but try to give yourself a break in December, because being strong all the time or constantly dealing with things can be very exhausting. So this is like, try to give yourself moments of peace in December. With the Chariot card, I even picked this up like if you're in a car, like before you go in where you live, like just listen to music on the radio, or like go someplace where you're just alone, it's just you, and just do something where you're not being stimulated by a bunch of different things. So don't multitask, don't do a million activities. Go someplace where you're alone, just listen to music, and just listen to the music, or read a book. Just read that book. Try to do something where you're giving yourself a space alone and you're focusing on something where you can just have peace, or you can just enjoy that one thing. That's something I'm picking up to tell you guys for December. I also see here as well, though, you have to try to move out of maybe some past energy you're having with death and strength, like changes away from being strong all the time. So maybe some of you guys, you put up this energy, or you put out a feeling where it's like, I don't want to say you're always in survival, but maybe you had a lot of difficulty this year. So it's like, as this year is closing out, this is saying try to find a way to transform that. Try to be like not as guarded, not as defensive. Try to have more fun this last month of the year. So when you're entering the new year, it's a fresh slate for you guys. One of the other piles had a similar message, but I feel like you guys really need it because you went through a lot. I feel like you guys have successfully overcame whatever this year has thrown at you, but you're just tired maybe. So this is saying like find ways you can try to turn that strength into now like, okay, you don't have to be full of like adrenaline or stress. You can just have moments of peace. You can find ways to relax right now before the year is over. I also think maybe some of you guys know that, and you could be taking a vacation here with the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. This makes me think of like traveling to like a foreign land or a different place you haven't been, or a place that's just going to be fun for you. So if you guys can try to take a break, or even if it's like a day trip and you can't travel to a different country or different place, try to just go someplace where it's somewhere new, where you just get to enjoy something different. I feel like traveling, like I said, like to a different country, day trip, something like this is going to make you guys feel a little bit happier and break down some of the defensiveness that you've put in your energy to protect yourself from everything that you went through this year. I do see an end to this weird energy I'm picking up of like having to constantly be strong, constantly be resilient. I do think there's going to be some fun here, some more fun moments here with the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. So I'm going to put down your last couple of cards and get final messages for your December. Okay, with these cards here, we have Love Begins, Wisdom, and New Beginnings. So yeah, definitely take the time to have fun or have peace before this year ends. With Love Begins, I feel like you guys are going to have a new start. So any emotions you're carrying from previous experiences that like you're still holding on to, you're still dealing with in some way, I feel like that's going to clear out. And I know this is a December reading, but I feel like as we're moving into the new year or the next year, or even in January, I feel like you guys are going to feel a lot better. You're going to be ready to experience new emotions. You're going to be feeling like clean emotionally, like you want to have different experiences, and you will get them. With Wisdom and New Beginnings here, these two cards correlate to the Hierophant and the Fool. So I feel like you're using all this knowledge you gained to get ready for the next year, get ready for January. Like I always feel like December has feelings of like concluding on things, closing things out, wrapping it up, and, you know, getting ready to get rid of things you don't want to experience and prepare for something new. And that's what you guys are going to be doing. But I do think with Love Begins and New Beginnings, the Fool card, you're really planning for your next year to be different. And you're going to be really trying to approach things with a fresh mind, a fresh emotional state. Like you're not trying to let past things taint the way you feel about whatever is going to come next. And you're using everything you experienced this year to have a more decent December and use that wisdom to plan for the next year in a way that's going to be happier, more fulfilling for you. So that was your reading, group number 3. I hope you guys liked it. Sorry for my voice. I am sick. So hopefully it wasn't too hard to understand me, or my voice doesn't sound that bad. But if you liked this reading, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet, hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye.